Greetings, everyone. Um, Welcome to the Animal Podcast. I'm Paul Ziwa, a Ugandan veterinarian. Uh, I'm glad it's a Friday and I can catch this 10 minutes podcast. So I hope you enjoy it. Yes, it has been a busy week, very busy week, and a busy day indeed. So again, I just got home about an hour or slightly more, and the podcast was on my mind while the evening was drawing. So I'm glad I'm here. I hope you're well and had a very good week. Um, Today we are going to talk about. It's still about puppies. I had promised we would do cats. I I hope we do cats next week. So, but something about puppies. Puppy destruction, like eating shoes, eating furniture, eating cables, eating anything they can eat. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The week it has been quite good. I got good news from a friend who just got a puppy about a month or two ago, and he already had a dog at home, just one dog. So they found a very good puppy, and they wanted to have it. So he's a dog enthusiast, and so he gets this puppy and goes home with the dog, and they have a barbell. And somehow the barbell is, I think, he's over 2 years now, or just about 2 years. I don't remember, because we were doing his annual shots, and he's almost 2 years, maybe not 2 years yet. And this guy just doesn't bond with the puppy. He just wants to tear the puppy apart. So imagine a dog over 30 kilos, close to 40, looking at this fragile little cute thing. And the little cute thing is trying to cuddle or run close to him. And he's like, I'm going to eat you up. So, yeah, when we discussed that, I didn't know what was going to happen. So usually how you go about it is you only let them together when they're supervised, and then see what happens. It should be natural that if the dogs share same space for a very long time, I mean for a couple of days, maybe they should get okay. So this didn't work. I mean, after a week, 2 weeks, when we met, and he told me it's not working. So I also got frustrated too. But so yesterday when we met, they don't stay far, and then they gave me the good news. It really really excited me. So yeah, that was a big plus for me. They bonded ish, so they can actually stay out at night together. The puppies is now about maybe close to 5 months, 4 to 5 months about, and yeah, and he's also a male, so it's two males. But barbells are usually very very territorial, and they would like to own everything. You can find those who just own the space. So, and they have animal aggression. They have very high animal aggression. So if you don't control them, they can make a lot of destruction. Anyway, that was it. So, yeah, back to what we're doing today. So, when puppies are growing, they like to feel good. They're just like children. I have a 1 year old son, 1 year and a month. So that's 13 months old son, and if he gets things in his hands, one of the first things he does, like paper or plastic or cables, eventually it ends up in his mouth because it feels good, and just I don't even know whether it's a taste thing, but the chewing action stimulates them. They get a positive feedback in the brain. So it's very similar for puppies. When they start to chew on something, they enjoy it. Now, most of the time they chew on the wrong things, and the chewing behavior takes a while. Sometimes that stubbornness can go all the way to 2 years, sometimes even more. Some of them just get stuck in that phase. Uh, you find them like grabbing on something and then enjoying to bite it. So the wrong stuff, getting the wrong stuff to bite on, to chew on, when they are very little, that can be tolerated because the jaws are not that strong. The teeth are sharp for many of the dogs, but the jaw strength is not as powerful. So they probably won't snap your slipper. They'll probably just leave some marks in there. But as they grow, imagine a 4 months old dog, especially if it's not a toy breed. These are very strong. So he will snap that slipper in a second. So literally, you leave your slipper like somewhere lying around, and then you go, and then he finds it. It has your scent on it, and the puppy likes to just lie around the scent, the human scent or the scent of somebody in the house, and then the next thing you know is they're trying to chew on it. I remember our dog, when we adopted him, her Snowy. Snowy is now, I think she was born in 2012, so she's now about 13 years. She's quite old. She's a pusher, but yeah, she's a she's a Spitz cross. So she was born about then, and then 2015 we moved her to where we were staying, my wife and I, from my mom's house. So she used to get bored, and then one time my wife had a meeting, and all the presentation was on the laptop. And then, it was in the sitting room. I wasn't around, and Snowy finds the laptop with the cable and everything. So Snowy just snaps the laptop, and by that time Snowy was about 3 years already. Like just poop. So my wife couldn't believe it. So she runs, and the whole morning she spent it trying to find a cable very early in the morning. What shop has a cable so that she could do her work or do her presentation, because the meeting had to start by 10:09 about. So that was very frustrating. So I mean, dogs, can push it. One time my dad, when I was little, bought me a shoe with a lot of, I mean, it was a lot of money, and it was supposed to be my school shoe for the term. And we had a puppy, Beaver, at that time. I don't remember how old Beaver was, and I left the shoes, on the doormat. She used to sleep in the sitting room somewhere. So Beaver finds his shoes, and they smell leatherly and they're new, and that leather smell is just really nice. So she just gets one and rips it apart. So I wake up in the morning with the excitement of new shoes. It's a Sunday, so you can actually wear your school shoes to church. And guess what? I find one shoe, I put it on, and then when I try to find the other, it's in pieces. I've not been, I can count the number of times I've been that angry and frustrated because there was no chance I was getting another shoe in a while until my parents had to get their paycheck. Okay, we have on you a few seconds now. The hack is, give your dogs a lot of exercise. They will not be bored. A lot of exercise. Take them for a walk and stuff like that. That will help. And two, supervise their environment. Yes, so if you feel like, take away everything from what they might eat, what you don't want, keep everything away from the floor, push the valuables into your bedroom and stuff like that. Yeah, don't leave shoes out lying around if you have dogs, especially young dogs. So 10 seconds. Bye. Have a blessed weekend and shalom. See you. We'll catch up on Friday again. Bye.